Hey y'all, this is Brandy from Southern Crafts DIY, and I want to say hey to all my returning viewers and welcome any new viewers. If you follow me on social media, which the links are down below, you'll have seen a list of everything needed, for today's project. And I just want to let y'all know, thank y'all so much for bearing with me for the last 3 weeks, because I promised my cousins they can have their own video, and I was going to let them have fun, so I just went ahead and put that out there just as a reminder. Thank y'all so much for bearing with me. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this video, and this is going to be a 4th of July video, and I'm super excited. I can't even talk. I'm super excited to see how it comes out. Alright y'all, let's get to it. Alright y'all, I'm going to go ahead and show you everything needed for today's project. Alright, so you're going to need a piece of wood. This is just a block I got from Dollar Tree for $1.25. It's nothing special. I'm not even going to worry about sanding it down. Y'all can sand it down if y'all want. It's not too bad. I tried getting the sticker off. I might try some more. But you're going to need a piece of wood. And it doesn't even have to be this big. This is just one I already had. So I'm going to use it. So you're going to need a piece of wood. You are going to need about 15 of these little tower blocks. So you're going to need that. Alright. You're going to need some black glue. Black paint. I am using Rich Black from Folk Art, so yay. Okay. You're going to be needing some Mod Podge. I'm using this one. This is a hard coat. This is what I have. I need to get some more, but you can also get a small bottle of it from Dollar Tree, so they do have that. And you're going to need paint brushes, you know, for the paint, for the Mod Podge. Alright. So, I'm going to be using these for a little extra. These are some gemstones that my mom bought me, I think for Christmas from Dollar Tree. I'm not sure when she actually bought them. But I'm going to use these. You can use whatever you want. This is just a little extra. You don't even need those. So, that's a little extra. You're going to need a 4th of July flag, napkin, or piece of paper or something. Or you can even do whatever you want 4th of July. But this is what I'm going to be using. And I'm going to be using some tweezers and hot glue. Alright, so let's jump to and get started. Alright y'all, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be putting these little tower blocks together, and y'all do not have to use hot glue. Y'all can use whatever glue y'all want, but I'm going to use hot glue. So, it's not a huge deal. So we're just putting them together. And we're doing it a certain way, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue 3 across. So it'll be 5 rows of 3 across because I have 15 blocks. So, and then we will put them together in the little pattern I decided I wanted to do. And this is just something, you know, you don't have to do it this way. This is just a pattern that I decided how I wanted to do it. So, if you don't like it, you don't have to do it this way. But I just wanted to have fun with this and do something I've never really done before, and I haven't really done this way before. Sorry, it's just falling all over the place on me. Okay, so give me a second. This is just being aggravating. Hold on. I don't have a lot of room to work in, and I'm just trying to do the best I can, and it's going crazy. So I'm hoping actually soon I'll have more room to work in my craft room and redo my craft room. And when I redo my craft room, I will do it as a video. Well, I don't know if I'll do the whole thing as a video, but I'll do a tour, because we're building a shed to clean out this room, so I have, and some more stuff, so I have more room in here. I got that a little crooked, y'all. I'm probably gonna take that apart. I'm trying to get them as straight as I can, but you know, it's not perfect. Let's see. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take this one apart and redo it. I think that's pretty straight, right? That's close enough. I think it was just this one piece. But I really don't want any gaps in it if I can help it. But I'm not gonna cry a river if I get gaps. Yep, that's good enough. Alright, so that's it. And then what I want to do is I want to do like this. And I just want to go back and forth. And just do a little space. And try to get them as even as I can. Like that, so. I don't know how good I'm at it, but that's the plan. Obviously that didn't get too straight. Alright, so. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do that. And if you don't get it perfect, it's not a big deal. As you can see, I'm trying to line it up as best I can, and if I don't get it, it'll be okay. Alright, so, and then we do like this. So now that I know what I did wrong, and I hope I got this all in camera. I'm trying, but I'm not perfect. So looks like it's all in camera. Alright, and then the last one. Alright, so there is that. Now that that is done, we're going to move on to the next step. Alright, so the next step is to get your napkin out. You don't need the whole thing, so I didn't say scissors, but scissors would help because you don't need the whole thing. I forgot you're going to need scissors and maybe a craft knife, X-Acto knife, something. And I'm going to cut along the line for the flag. If I can get it. I have the air conditioner on and it is blowing, so. I might turn it down a little. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not a huge deal if you don't get it perfect. So I don't need the white back. So. I'm just trying to cut the best I can. Alright, so we don't need this, so I'm going to fold it up and put it to the side so I don't tear it up. If I can fold it up. There we go. Put that to the side. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this. And we're going to try to Mod Podge it on here. I might have got a little bit. Let me go up a little. I'm trying to get it where it covers. I could have swore this was long enough, but you know. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, so we'll test it out. It'll work. Give me a second, y'all. Alright, so now we're going to take the Mod Podge and we're going to paint it over these blocks. And we're going to try to get a good bit on it. Completely covered. I'm trying to go as fast as I can because it seems to want to dry until you put something, you know, I don't know why it does that, but it seems to want to dry before I can get the stuff on there, and then it takes forever to dry after I get the stuff on there. If that makes any sense to y'all? Because it makes none to me. Alright, so I'm trying to get all of the corners. because I want it to stay down. Alright, so let's try this out. So then we're going to take this as best as we can. And try to cover. I got a little off here and I'm not going to worry about it. You know, nobody's perfect. I just wanted to flag on here. I meant to bring it down a little bit, but it's okay. I might try to put a little bit of the red on there to fix it. Actually, I am going to try to do that. So, give me a second. Let me see if I can, let me see if I can fix it. There we go. That'll have to do. Alright. So, then we're going to take the Mod Podge and we're going to go over the napkin. And then we're going to let it dry. So I'm just letting y'all know now. You got to let it dry. Trying to be careful. So now I like the whole wrinkly bits. Not everybody does, but I like how it becomes wrinkled. So I don't ever try to smooth it out, but if you don't like the wrinkled, I heard you can use the glue sticks to glue it down instead of the Mod Podge, and it should work better. But I think the wrinkles give it some character, you know? So, we're just gonna... And do this lightly and carefully because you can rip the napkin. I've done that before. So, make sure you do this carefully. You don't want to rip it. Alright, so... there we go. I have Mod Podge all the way across it. Now we're going to let that dry. And as we let this dry, we're going to move on to the next step. And I will explain to you why we did this first. Alright. Alright, y'all. So the reason why I did the Mod Podge first is so it had time to dry while I am painting this piece of wood. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't remember if I finished what I was saying. So I'm going to go ahead and finish it now. Like I said, we're in the process of building a shed, and when it gets done, I'll be able to clean out the room, and when it is, I can reorganize my craft room, and I can give y'all a tour of it so y'all can see what it looks like. And I'm really excited about that because my craft room is a big mess because I just have nowhere, no storage, no real storage, nothing, so I'm definitely going to get in here and reorganize big time. Now back to the project. So, I'm painting this black, and the reason why I'm painting this black because I feel like the flag will really pop against the black background because everything pops against black unless it's black or dark colors, you know. So that was my reason for this, and of course y'all do not have to do this. I'm always going to say that y'all can go y'all's own route and for whatever y'all feel would work, but I just think this was a really good idea. So. And a lot of these ideas, I'm going to tell y'all, it might sound bad the way I'm saying this, but I don't spend a lot of time on a lot of my ideas trying to get them to come together because I want to show y'all if something pops in your head, you know, it's really easy to do. I'm not saying I don't try to figure out how to make it work. I'm just saying I go with what pops in my head. So, which... I am going to need my hot gun. I'll be right back. Alright, y'all, now that I got my hot gun, aka heat gun, I can dry my paint and then go on. So, let me do that. Alright, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all now. I absolutely love my heat gun. I got this one off of Temu. I don't remember how much I paid, but I love it. I'm so happy I bought it. So let's move on to the rest. And we're just going to paint the whole thing. I always do this. Y'all don't have to. I do front, back, and sides. So, but I'm going to do this. And I'm not going to show y'all how to paint the whole thing. I showed y'all. I'm sure y'all know how to paint. So I will let y'all see it when it's done. Alright, y'all. So look how black that is. The flag's not ready yet. So we are going to let it sit longer. I just wanted to show y'all how nice it looked. It is done. You could pick whatever color you want, but I just think this is going to be a really great foil for the flag. So we're going to let it go in. When it's done, when it's dry, I will show you the next step. Alright, y'all, this should be dry enough for the purposes of what I'm going to do. I don't know which one of these I'm going to use. I'm just going to take and cut with them. They're both cutters, so I'm just going to take and try to be as careful as I can, because I really don't want to tear it up. That's why I said I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. Because this is so fine, you definitely want to make sure that it dries all the way before you attempt to trim it. Otherwise, you'll have problems. I've done it before. But the edges are dry. It's the middle that had a little bit of a thing, so I'm not too worried about it. So let's get this done. So we're about to see how this works, y'all. Please don't rip. Oh, it ripped. I hate doing this. That means I didn't do a good job on the painting on the bottom, but it's fine. I'm gonna do like this. Let's see if I can use this. My scissors. Just to get it, you know, not as big, you know. Oops. And it's not a big deal if it does rip. I mean, it sucks, but at the same time, I'm going to add some more Mod Podge to there to help it. It just gives it a more homey feel, I guess is a word I would use. I'm not sure if that's the word I would use, but that's what I'm going to use. So yeah, don't feel too bad if it does rip. I don't want it to rip, but you know, if it does, it's okay. Alright, so that's what it looks like so far. I'm going to try to clean it up a little bit more. Yep, I'm going to add some more Mod Podge here and here just to clean it up. So give me a second, let me do that. Alright, and there you have it. I did add more Mod Podge. I'm not worried about it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to glue it onto here. And I had an art teacher in college that told me that you do not have to center everything when you're doing stuff, so don't worry about it. So I am not worrying about it. If you don't get it, that's part of the reason why I don't worry too much if I get it centered or not. It's because it doesn't have to be centered. So there's that. And then we're going to move on to our next step, which is, like I said, was the extra. You do not have to do this. I just thought it would make it look a little bit prettier. And I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing, so we're just going to go from here and see. So, as you can see, I got it higher up here than down there, so, which we might do something with that if you get it off center. So, these were kind of cute, and I thought maybe I can see if I can do this. I don't know. So, let me see. I've never done this before, so I don't know how to look. I'm going to go around. And like I said, this is extra. You don't have to do this part. I can even do it myself. I just want to see how this looks. It's just something that popped in my head because I just wanted to put a border around it. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing. Get stuck to the... And this is just a little something extra. It's not a huge deal. I just thought this would be kind of cool. And yes, I'm going to try to go around the whole thing with these. I actually have not really used these since they were bought for me. So this is something, I mean, I might have did it on one project, but not a lot. So, or I might have, actually I think I know what it was. My cousin's, the jewelry box she made for her mom. That's what it was. She used, I think, the pink and the clear or something. So, but I wanted to try this, you know, a little something that I haven't done before. And this is completely something I've never done before because I've never did the flag like that. So let me show you what it looks like so far, and then I'm gonna go ahead and shut off because it's gonna take a little bit, and I don't want y'all to spend, not that it's gonna take that long, but 5 hours watching me just slowly put them around. But you saw what I did. Just a dab of glue and then just stick them on there, and we're gonna go all the way around to give it a little border. Alright y'all, so I have finished the border. I think it's really cute. Now, the only thing I would do differently if I had it was if I had like red and blue stones to go with these, with these clear ones, but I didn't. And this was the closest to blue I had, and it's still cute. I absolutely love it. It gives it a little bling, I guess you could say. Now, this is technically done. This was all I was planning on doing with this, but if you want to, you can always do extra. I don't know if this will work, but we're going to try it. And right down here, like you can have it up higher and right down here. And there's enough room for here for me to write. So I'm going to write and see how this works. And I just want to do a God bless. Which y'all don't have to do that if y'all don't want to. My G's a little goofy. If I can fix it a little. This is the first time I use this pen. So that's literally it for this project. I think it came out really great. I absolutely love it. And if you liked it, please, please, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below because it does help my channel to grow. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.